Today marks the first day of Nebraska's 10-day selling period for fireworks, but officials are putting safety first before retailers can begin. Yesterday, City of Scottsbluff Fire Prevention Officer Chris Perales Jr. was making the rounds for inspections. He tells KNB News what in particular he was looking for before signing off.
So I'm making sure that there's no illegal fireworks. Chinese lanterns and wire sparklers are still unfortunately illegal in the state of Nebraska, so we're looking for any of those items. We're looking to make sure that the store is set up safely and meets all state applicable laws and local laws to be able to sell fireworks. We're making sure that they have the fire extinguishers available, signage to make sure that people aren't selling within or discharging fireworks within 300 feet, things of those nature.
This year, the Scottsbluff Fire Department, Scottsbluff Police Department, and Gering Police Department all chipped in to help remind firework users about important do's and don'ts.
Yes, so this year we partnered up with Scottsbluff PD, Gering PD, and Gering Fire Department to generate these cards. On the law enforcement side, it has all of the ordinances on discharge times and things that you cannot do with fireworks. And it covers the discharge time for both Scottsbluff and Gering residents. And on the other side, it has all of our safety guidelines for discharging fireworks. These came at a very cheap cost. They were at about $30 per department for 1,000 of them, and they're going to be handed out at some of our fireworks stands this year.
Perales also wanted to highlight some items that tend to lead to more fire calls, or even worse, trips to the hospital.
First and foremost, alcohol and fireworks don't always mix very well. So when you're lighting and discharging out fireworks, always be responsible and be safe about it. So when you're discharging fireworks, always make sure they're on a stable ground. Make sure they're not going to tip over or light off at people. Make sure you're not lighting them near any undischarged fireworks because that could be problematic. If you have to on the bigger ones, take a brick and just put it over so that way it can help prevent it from tipping over, things of that nature. Some of our Roman candles, what you'll see is people like to point them at each other, and while some people may find that fun, someone could end up getting burned or severely hurt. Burns are not fun to deal with and they can be very painful. So once again, can't stress enough to be responsible when discharging fireworks. Don't point them at people, don't point them at anything that's combustible. So any dried up shrubs, grass, vegetation, houses, definitely don't be lighting these in vehicles or anything like that. And don't be discharging any fireworks from any moving vehicles. Other important factors is always have a water source available, whether that's a garden hose or a bucket of water. So if you have a firework that doesn't discharge for whatever reason, we encourage that you soak that in water for at least 24 hours. Do never try to relight a firework that doesn't discharge because it may still go off as you're trying to relight it. Or it may explode if there's a malfunction. The other thing is any firework that has been successfully discharged, put it in that bucket, let it soak for 24 hours. And then you can discharge or throw that away in the dumpster. What happens is every year fire departments are called for dumpster fires, vegetation fires, and if we can help mitigate that this year, that would be great.
He estimates that there's about 8 outlets within city limits that will be selling fireworks in 2025, including the 2 brick and mortars on either side of town.